third stroke, it'll be 9 a.m. precisely. So we're good to go? All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, those here in person and those watching us online. My name's Anthony Basford. I'm the CEO of East Gippsland Shire Council. It gives me great pleasure to be here today with you on this really important ceremony that you're about to undertake. The first thing we will do is I would like to invite Sandra Patton, a Gunai Senior Elder, forward to conduct Welcome to Country.
Thank you, Anthony. Good morning, everybody. My name is Sandra Patton. I'm here today to welcome you to the land of the Gunai people. I'm a traditional owner of this beautiful area we call Gippsland. The homes of the Gunai people. My apical heritage is Gunai, Gippsland, Monaro, Jindabyne in the Snowy Mountains High Country, and Yorta Yorta on the Murray River. Today I will be performing the Welcome to Country ceremony. This practice is just one of many footprints identifying who we are as Aboriginal people's connection to country, to the land. The footprint for the welcoming ceremony is a cultural practice that has been practiced for 60,000 years. When I speak about connection to country, my knowledge comes from generations of Aboriginal elders, their storylines and connection to country. These storylines have been handed down for thousands of years. These stories connect to the landscapes, the waters and rivers, sacred areas and spiritual connections. These stories shaped who we are as Aboriginal people and what we stand for. A smoking ceremony is also another traditional practice we do as Aboriginal people. A smoking ceremony is an ancient Aboriginal custom across Australia that involves burning native plants to produce smoke. The smoke cleansing properties ward off bad spirits from the people and the land. Smoking ceremonies make pathway for a brighter future. Smoking ceremonies are cleansing and have always been incorporated into Welcome to Country practices. There are about 4,000 Gunai people who come from 5 major clans. On the 22nd of October 2010, the Federal Court recognised that the Gunai people hold native title over much of Gippsland, from Warrigal to the west, east to the Snowy River, north to the Great Divide and south to the coast. There are 5 clan groups throughout the traditional areas of Gunai Kurnai: Bratwulong, Brayakulong, Brabulong, Tatutulong and Crowathungkulong. Today your ceremony is taking place on the land of the Bratwulong people. Thank you for allowing me to share my story about my lands. May your stay in this beautiful land, be safe, and may the winds gently sail over you. Today, on behalf of the Gunai people, I welcome you to your citizenship ceremony. May the footprints you leave always be a reminder to you of the importance of the strength of Aboriginal culture on the land of the Gunai people. Once again, thank you to East Gippsland Shire in demonstrating proper process and allowing me as a traditional owner to welcome you and share with you my cultural connections to the land of the Gunai people. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you, Sandra. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather today, recognise the living culture of the Gunai people and their unique contribution they make to our region. Pay my respects to elders past and present and the Aboriginal community. As I said earlier, welcome to this citizenship ceremony. It is really unfortunate due to these COVID times that we're in that we're unable to have family and friends here with you today, but we are happy that we're able to live stream it. And I think this is a really important part of the ceremony, that you're able to share it with your friends, with your family, to see this important thing that you're about to undertake. There will be an opportunity for photos later with the Deputy Mayor
And so please take up that opportunity if you would like. So a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, around the COVID-19 restrictions, we must wear the masks indoors at all times. Please ensure that your electronic devices are either turned off or on silent. And thirdly, for the candidates, can we just make sure, and as you all have, that your labels, your name labels are on throughout the presentation. I would also like to acknowledge our Mayor, our Deputy Mayor, Councillor Mark Reeves, who is with us today. Our Mayor is unfortunately unable to be with us and sends her apologies. We also have apologies mostly due to these COVID restrictions that we are currently in, from the Honourable Alex Hawke MP, Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs, the Honourable Darren Chester, Federal Member for Gippsland, the Honourable Tim Bull, Member for Gippsland East. And of course, our councillor group, all of whom wish you all the best today, but again, unfortunately, are not able to be here in person. Today's citizenship ceremony is being conducted by authority of the Minister for Home Affairs in accordance with the Australian Citizenship Act 2007. This ceremony completes the legal requirements prescribed by the Australian Citizenship Act, which requires each new citizen to make the Australian Citizenship Pledge. It also provides an opportunity for us to welcome you and celebrate this decision to become an Australian citizen. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Deputy Mayor, Councillor Mark Reeves, to provide an address. Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Anthony. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I too would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we're gathered on here today and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and thank Auntie Sandra for that beautiful welcome to country. Really significant. I really highly value those. It's a great delight to welcome you all here today on behalf of East Gippsland Shire. Taking up Australian citizenship is a serious step. It's a symbol of your commitment to country, which you have chosen to make your home. Just as importantly, the conferment of citizenship is a symbol of Australia's commitment to you, as it is a step which makes you full and equal members of the Australian community. The Parliament recognises that Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the Commonwealth of Australia. Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. The Parliament recognises that persons granted Australian citizenship enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging loyalty to Australia and its peoples, by sharing their democratic beliefs, by respecting their rights and liberties, and upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. However, no one who becomes an Australian citizen is expected to renounce their cultural identity. The customs and traditions that you have grown up with are part of your heritage, and I would say, and I hope, that they become part of Australian heritage. It's important that you maintain these links with your past, for this cultural mix is what makes Australia a unique and special country. Today's ceremony marks the final stage in your decision to become an Australian citizen. And as we were chatting earlier, for some of you that's been a long journey of many, many years. Not just staying here for 40 years, but the whole process has been a long journey. And the greatest compliment you can make to the people of Australia is undertaking that step. Australian citizenship is the common bond which unites us all. Australia respects the diverse cultural inheritance of its citizens, and we are honoured that you have chosen to become an Australian citizen today. With citizenship comes responsibilities as well as rights. The greatest responsibility is to participate fully in our community, to strengthen the freedoms and openness which makes Australia unique. And I dare say you all are active participants in Australian community. We in East Gippsland are delighted that you have chosen to make your home in our Shire, and I'm sure that everyone here today will agree with me when I say it really is a truly great place to live. I would now like to read a message from the Honourable Alex Hawke, MP, the Minister for Immigration, Citizenship, Migrant Services and Multicultural Affairs, and that's quite a title. So, from the Honourable Alex Hawke. Today you become an Australian citizen. We are immensely proud of what we have achieved as a nation and welcome you in joining us. Our history and culture has been forged over thousands of years, first through Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and more recently with people from all corners of the earth. Australia has succeeded as a nation by embracing and defending our national values. We believe in the freedom and dignity of each individual, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and freedom of association. We value the rule of law, democracy, and equality of opportunity for all people. We stand with other democracies in helping to defend and protect these hard-fought freedoms. We are a resilient nation. Drought, bushfires, floods, and a global pandemic have challenged our normal way of life. Our social cohesion, a key strength of Australia, has never been more important. Upon taking the pledge of commitment today, I call on you all to embrace these values and the rights and responsibilities of Australian citizenship and play an active part in your local communities to build an even stronger nation. On behalf of the Australian Government, I congratulate you on reaching this very special day. Yours truly, Alex Hawke, MP. That concludes the Minister's message. And on behalf of the councillors of East Gippsland Shire and all its people, I wish you good health, happiness and prosperity, and may you achieve your personal dreams for your future here in Australia.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. To our candidates for Australian citizenship today. As an Australian citizen, you are entitled under Australian law to the same rights that are enjoyed by people born in Australia. By becoming an Australian, you are showing that you want to have a say in Australia's future. The Australian Citizenship Pledge calls upon citizens to make a commitment of loyalty to Australia and its people. Candidates have a choice of making an oath or affirmation in pledging their loyalty as citizens of Australia. I now invite the following candidates taking the oath under God to please stand in your place. Gloria, no, feel free, if you know what you're standing, that's fine, stand up, but I will call out the names all the same. Gloria Anstis, Nisha Holly, Ponsiri Robinson, Chapat Marika, Peter Watmoth, Sandra Willis. Which one's Sandra? Ah, hello.
Well,
Deputy Mayor.
please repeat this pledge line by line after me. I pledge my loyalty, from this time forward under God. I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Would the candidates now taking the affirmation please stand in your place? Sarah McCulley. Davindika. Janet Fraser. That's all right. It's all done. As long as it's done once, that's the main thing. Robert Leon Hardy. Pikul Polmar. Robert Turner. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Anthony. Please repeat this pledge line by line after me. From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Congratulations. Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Congratulations to you all, our newest citizens. So our Deputy Mayor will now present evidence of the citizenship certificates and a gift from Council. So candidates, please come forward when I call your name. Sarah McCulley. Davindakar. Janet Fraser. Nisha Holly. Robert Leon Hardy. Robert Turner. Peter Watmoff. Sandra Willis. Gloria Anstitt. Pikul Polmar. Ponsiri Robinson. And finally, Shaipat Marik. So congratulations again, and all the success for future as an Australian citizen. I'll now like to ask Deputy Mayor to complete the affirmation ceremony. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Anthony. Congratulations. I hope that your next stage of your time living in Australia thrives along with your symbolic plants there. They're really beautiful. So this morning we witnessed our new Australian citizens pledge your loyalty and commitment to Australia and its people. Many Australians have not had that opportunity because they were not born here. Participation in the affirmation ceremony is voluntary and has no legal effect, but it's a symbolic way to increase awareness of what it means to be Australian and to help us build pride in being a citizen of this great nation. I now invite all Australians who wish to publicly affirm their commitment to Australia to be upstanding and to join in reciting this affirmation. And that could be people who are watching online as well. Those who are not Australian citizens but may still wish to declare loyalty to Australia may join in after the second line. So that would be everybody here. So we're going to stand up. So we right to do this together. As an Australian citizen, I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I uphold and obey. Thank you very much. Please remain standing, and we're going to have a great rendition of the Australian National Anthem, Advance Australia Fair. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And it's a great presentation of the bounty of our Shire, I think, that film. Anthony.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Yes, that's all shot in East Gippsland. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. That concludes the official proceedings. Thank you for participating today. And again, congratulations on becoming Australian citizens.